Imagine checking your crypto wallet one morning and seeing a number you've never seen in your life. Not hundreds, not thousands, not even tens of thousands, but $1 million. And imagine that this miracle came from a coin you bought, by total accident, for just $7. No experience, no plan, no strategy, just a random click. This is the unbelievable story of how one ordinary guy, who had less than $20 in his bank account, accidentally bought a coin the day before it exploded 200,000% and became rich overnight. His name was Ryan Cooper, 24 years old, living in a cheap shared apartment with 2 roommates, working part-time delivering groceries. No savings, no backup plan, no success story. Ryan wasn't stupid. He wasn't lazy. He simply didn't have a path. Every day, life felt like a loop. Wake up, deliver orders, come home, exhausted, eat cheap noodles, sleep. He dreamed about changing his life, but when you're poor, even dreaming feels expensive. The only thing that gave him a tiny spark of interest was crypto, not trading, not investing. He didn't know how any of that worked. He just liked watching videos about people who got lucky, small channels telling stories about guys who bought random tokens and somehow became rich. He didn't believe it would ever happen to him. He didn't think he had the knowledge. He didn't think he had the money. And he was right until fate proved him wrong. The week before everything changed was one of the darkest Ryan ever lived through. He had just lost his second job, a night shift warehouse position that drained him physically, but paid just enough to keep him afloat. His only remaining income was grocery delivery, and the app had cut hours due to low demand. His roommate told him they might raise the rent. His bike broke. His phone screen cracked. He had $18.37 left on his debit card. That night, he lay on his old mattress on the floor, staring at the ceiling, thinking, is this really all my life is going to be? Just stress and bills and bad luck? When will something finally go right? But life doesn't always give you warnings before it changes. Sometimes it hits you like lightning. The next evening, in a moment of frustration and boredom, Ryan opened his crypto app. Not to invest, he had no money, just to browse. There, on the new listings page, he saw a tiny meme coin with a ridiculous name, Moon Hamster. The logo was a badly drawn hamster wearing astronaut gear. The description was nonsense. The website looked like it was made by a 14-year-old. The price? Less than a fraction of a cent. He laughed. This is so stupid. Who buys this? And then he noticed he still had $7.29 in USDT, left from months ago, when he tried to buy Bitcoin but the fees were too high. He stared at the screen. He thought, $7 won't change my life, but maybe it'll make me forget this terrible week for a moment. He clicked buy. He didn't check the charts. He didn't read anything about the project. He didn't even know what he was doing. He just bought it. Thousands and thousands of coins for $7.29. Then he put his phone down and completely forgot about it. One tiny, meaningless purchase, one random moment, one small click, and it was the click that changed everything. That night, Ryan fell asleep on the couch, tired from work, empty from stress, with no idea that his life was about to flip upside down. What he didn't know was that on the other side of the world, a massive influencer, a crypto YouTuber with more than 4 million subscribers, had just recorded a video titled, "The Next 100x Meme Coin? Moon Hamster Review." His team prepared a marketing push. Twitter accounts started posting memes. Crypto groups began hyping the coin. Liquidity pools were filling. The coin was about to launch into the stratosphere, and Ryan was holding more than 2 million coins he didn't even remember buying. At 6:41 a.m., Ryan's phone started vibrating non-stop. First, he ignored it. Probably notifications from the delivery app, or spam, or one of his roommates asking something stupid. But it didn't stop. It buzzed again, and again, and again. Half asleep, he grabbed the phone from the floor, pressed the power button, and squinted at the screen. A notification jumped out. Moonhamster. Plus 12,400% in the last hour. He sat up. What? No way. He opened his crypto app. It lagged. It froze. And then it loaded. The tiny $7 coin he bought last night was exploding. Every second the price changed. Plus 14,000%. Plus 18,000%. Plus 21,000%. He tapped into his wallet. His balance flashed. $842.17. He blinked. He laughed. He stared again. He had turned $7 into $842. Literally while he was sleeping. This can't be real. But the chart kept climbing. The subreddit for the coin was going insane. People were screaming in all caps. Screenshots, memes, rumors. Someone posted, "A major YouTuber just uploaded a video on Moonhamster." Ryan clicked the link. The video had 2 million views in 3 hours. The influencer was calling it the next Shiba Inu. The comments were full of pure chaos. "Buy now before it's too late. We are going to the moon. Hamster army rise." The hype train had begun, and Ryan was sitting in the front seat. He refreshed the app. His balance jumped to $2,940. His mouth went dry. He refreshed again. $6,502. His fingers trembled. A third refresh. $11,460. A fourth. $24,800. He covered his mouth with his hands. He whispered, "What is happening?" By 8:15 a.m., the coin hit the trending list on 3 major exchanges. By 9 a.m., TikTok was full of people posting videos like, "I just made $500 in 10 minutes. Is Moonhamster the next Dogecoin? This coin is insane." By 9:30 a.m., crypto Twitter picked it up. People with huge followings started posting absurd memes that only increased the hype. At 10 a.m., CoinMarketCap officially listed it as top gainer of the day. Ryan refreshed his wallet. He couldn't breathe. His balance now said $182,507.44. He felt dizzy. He stood up. He paced around the room. He kept whispering, No, this can't be real. This can't be happening to me." But it was happening. And it wasn't done yet. Suddenly, the chart dipped. Tiny correction. Then another. Then a big red candle. Ryan panicked. Is it over? Do I sell? Do I wait? His hands were shaking. His heart was pounding. His mind was screaming, "Sell. Sell before it crashes." But then he saw comments from whales and experienced traders. "Relax. Normal correction. Hold. Guys, influencer number 2 is uploading a video in 30 minutes. Major listing incoming." He closed his eyes. He took a deep breath. He forced himself to wait. 30 minutes later, another influencer posted, "I just 50xd on Moonhamster. The next Shiba is here." The price shot up again. Ryan refreshed his screen. His balance now read $387,902.11. Tears filled his eyes. He fell back onto the couch, covering his face with both hands. "This isn't real. This isn't real. But the numbers didn't lie. And the craziest part? The coin wasn't done. At 1:17 p.m., Moon Hamster hit the global trending #1 spot. The internet was officially obsessed. People were mortgaging their houses, dumping savings, going all in like maniacs. Crypto streamers were live screaming, "This coin is exploding. This is history. We're witnessing the next Shiba." Ryan was shaking from adrenaline. His wallet updated. $612,400. 19. He froze. He didn't blink. He whispered, "That's $500,000. His hands started shaking violently. His breathing went fast and shallow. He stood up, then sat down, then stood up again. An entire lifetime of stress was suddenly colliding with a moment his brain wasn't built to handle. He saw his entire life flash before him. The debt, the stress, the cheap noodles, the crappy mattress, the long shifts, the nights he felt worthless. And now, his balance refreshed again. $918,022. 77. He nearly fell to the floor. $918,000. From $7. In less than 24 hours. At 2:06 p.m., the impossible happened. The coin hit another surge. A vertical green candle so huge, the chart looked broken. Influencers were screaming. Twitter was melting. Crypto exchanges were lagging. Telegram groups were full of messages like, "Moon Hamster is going parabolic. We're going 1000x. Hold strong. This is just the beginning." Ryan refreshed his screen. The app froze. He tapped again. The loading circle spun for what felt like hours. Then the number appeared. A number that changed his life forever. $1,427,533. 62. 1. For $1 million. He didn't scream. He didn't jump. He didn't run around. He just stood still, silent, frozen, like the world had stopped moving. His chest tightened. His hands went numb. His eyes filled with tears. He whispered to himself, "I'm a millionaire." He had never said that word before. It didn't feel real. It didn't feel human. It felt like fiction. But it was real. The number stared back at him. Undeniable, unforgettable. $1 million. From $7. In less than a day. But becoming rich isn't simple. The brain wasn't built for it. Especially not like this. Fear hit him hard. What if it crashes? What if I lose it all? What if this is just a dream? He refreshed again. $1,393,440. 10. Down slightly. His stomach dropped. He'd never had money. He had never had anything to lose. And now suddenly, he could lose everything. He panicked. He shouted at his phone. "Sell! Sell!" His hand moved, but he froze. He remembered one comment from a trader in the group. Coins like this usually have one last insane pump before they crash. If you sell too early, you lose hundreds of thousands. If you sell too late, you lose everything. His heart was pounding in his throat. He waited, terrified, sweating, shaking. Every second felt like an hour. He stared at the chart, like his entire life depended on it. Because in a way, it did. At 2:41 p.m., boom, another explosion. Another massive green candle, bigger than the last three combined. The internet went nuclear. People were posting insane screenshots. Crypto streamers were crying on livestream. The hype was out of control. Ryan refreshed his wallet. $1,629,004. 77. 1. 62 million. His mind went blank. His vision blurred. His body felt light, like he wasn't inside it anymore. He started laughing, uncontrollably, half laughing, half crying. A sound of pure disbelief. This is it. This is the top. Sell. Sell. With trembling hands, he pressed sell all. The app froze. He screamed, "Please, work." 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15, a lifetime. Finally, $1,578,232. 09 USDT. Received in your account. He collapsed on the floor, not from excitement, but from the release of pressure. His body had been holding for hours. He was done, safe, locked in, a millionaire. Sadly, the coin crashed 3 hours later. Hard, all the way down. People lost money. The hype died. The dream was over. But Ryan had sold at the exact moment. That fortune favors once in a lifetime. He didn't celebrate. Not at first. He sat alone in his room, in silence, processing the most overwhelming moment of his life. He thought about all the things he had survived, the poverty, the stress, the nights delivering groceries in the rain, the broken bike, the cracked phone, the fear of tomorrow, the feeling of being stuck forever. And for the first time in years, he felt free. Not rich, not special, just free. He paid off every debt. He helped his mom move out of a dangerous neighborhood. He bought a reliable car. He moved into a real apartment, one with windows that actually opened. And with the rest of the money, he invested safely, vowing never to gamble like that again. The $7 meme coin had given him something priceless, a second chance at life. This story isn't about trading strategies. It's not about signals or charts or predictions. It's not even about luck. It's about life. Sometimes you can suffer for years, work yourself to exhaustion, feel forgotten by the world, and then, in a single random moment, on a night of boredom, with $7 in your wallet, your entire future can change. Not because you planned it, not because you were smarter than everyone else, but because life sometimes gives you one unexpected opening, one door, one chance, one miracle. You never know which small choice will be the one that transforms everything. If you want more cinematic true-style stories about unexpected wealth, crazy coincidences, lottery-level luck, and ordinary people becoming extraordinary, subscribe to the channel. Your next story might already be written.